Welcome to the Taco Montana TV show. Today I got a great show for you. I'm out in Clinton, Maryland at the fish shop, the famous fish shop. A lot of you out there know about it, but today we got a good segment. And what we're gonna do is inspire the youth to help them in their journey to success. So today I'm gonna introduce my guest. How you doing today? Can you tell the Taco Montana TV viewers what your name is?
My name is Sherry Giovannoni, and I'm the owner of the Fish Market Restaurant in Clinton, Maryland.
Welcome, Sherry Giovannoni, to the Taco Montana TV show. I appreciate that you're taking the opportunity and time out of your day.
Of course, thank you. for having
So,
me.
like I said, we want to do is we want to educate the youth, because I'm saying you are a person that's in the community, which is a pillar, you know what I'm saying? And you provide services and good to us, which is very good in this community. So could you tell the young viewers the schools you attended, you know, through adolescence, and possibly where you from in the United States?
So my father was in the Navy, and I moved around a lot as a child. I lived in Norfolk, I lived in Newport, Florida, then I lived in the Azores for 4 years. So I went to primarily DOD schools up until I started junior high school. And my dad was stationed back in Florida, and we lived there. We moved to Orange Park, Florida, which is right outside of Jacksonville, close to Jackson NAS, where my dad was stationed. And my parents built a house there, and I did go to middle school and high school in Orange Park. I went to Orange Park High School. Then I went to junior college in Jacksonville, what was then Jacksonville Junior College. And then I went to University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm primarily, most of my previous years were spent in Florida in some respect.
Right.
And then I moved up here in 1983. And I met my husband in 1993. We got married in 1994. Had 2 beautiful children together.
It's wonderful.
He started the fish market in Clinton in 1997. And his father and he had restaurants in Old Town Alexandria previously. And then we moved over here in 2000, raised our children here.
Okay. So, Sherry, I would like to know, so when you were in school, is there a teacher or someone that you could say that inspired you, that you still use some of those motivational tips to this day?
Absolutely. I had a teacher named Mrs. Ashcraft, who was
Salute, Miss Ashcraft.
a literature teacher in high school. You know, we did all the main literature, big literature pieces, but she really pushed us to explore what we thought about the literature pieces that we were doing. And when we read them, she wanted us to really feel them. I had her. I also had a teacher named Mr. Terhune, who was, at the time, we did Americanism versus Communism. That was one of the classes we had to take for social studies. And he was a very big influence on me as far as what I thought politically, what I thought in terms of goals for my life. And one of the things that those 2 people taught me was that you need to have goals in life. And you know, the 5-year plan was something that they both really pushed. Where do you want to be in 5 years? That had a really big influence.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Ashcraft. So, Sherry, so growing up, you're in this fish business today. So, what kind of inspired you to get involved and have such an entrepreneurial spirit such as this right now?
Well, that was primarily my husband, Rick.
Okay.
He and his father had restaurants in Old Town Alexandria. I was not involved in there. I would help them once in a while. I worked as an accounting tech for the Navy. I worked for an insurance company, a Canadian insurance company called Crown Life Insurance that had their headquarters in Old Town. And I did mostly accounting and computer for a long time. I would help them out with their computer systems, their point of sale systems, if they needed me on meat days and things like that. But when Ray did this restaurant over here, he had this vision about having a community place where everybody could come, and it would be places for families, places for young people, places for older people that wanted to congregate, that kind of thing. And so my company got bought out, and he said, I need you in Clinton. I need you to come and help me over here for a while. And I said, okay, I'll do that. And you know, sometimes doors open and close because you're meant to be someplace. And so all my other doors were closing. And about the time I thought I was going to go someplace else that Rick was going to take over everything here, I found out I was pregnant with our youngest son.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, as women know in the workplace, trying to apply for a job when you're pregnant is not a good thing to do, or not an easy thing to do. So I stayed here, and it was where I was supposed to be.
Right.
And so, you know, God has a way of putting us in places that we're supposed to be. And it was good for my marriage. It was good for my family. I didn't have to be in a 9-to-5 at the meeting where I might not be able to spend time with my children, quality time with my children. We bought a house in Richlands County. We raised our children here. It just enabled us to have a good family life, make good friends in the community, and also try to be an influence in our younger people and encourage them to do things going forward in their lives.
That's so wonderful. So, Sherry, let me ask you, the fish market is like a pillar in the community. So, can you tell the 8.1 billion people on the planet what is so special about the fish market? So if they're coming in from out of town and other places, this is one of the places that I want them to stop and come in here and try the food. So tell them what makes it so special, fish market.
I think there's a couple of things that make it special. One is the staff here. Most of them have been here for a very long time, like over 20 years. They're very loyal. They're very caring about the business and about the people that we serve here. The second thing is we have a family type atmosphere with the customer base here. So when you walk in, it's like Cheers. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody talks to one another. If you didn't know them before you came here, you get to know them. And people have made friends here and relationships here that maybe they wouldn't have had otherwise. And then also, I think the third thing is that we've been able to employ people from the community, and they've become part of our fish market family over the years. From kids in high school from 14 years of age all the way up to adults. And a lot of people that were coming here as families, we employ their kids. You know, they came in, they got a job as a busboy or a hostess to start out with, and then they learned those skills that would help them get the job going forward, because they learned what's important as far as having a job, you know, being on time, being in uniform, having your uniform clean, taking care of yourself in mind, body, and spirit so that you can come in and do your job. Leaving your troubles at the door when you come in so that you're able to be kind and good to everybody that comes in. And it comes back to you. So those are the kind of things.
That's wonderful. So Sherry, can you tell the viewers how special is it for you to have a staff that respects you and also customers who come in and use and respect you? How special is that?
It's wonderful. I mean, I have been so blessed here to have people who have supported me and Rick through the years, but also when my husband passed away, they rallied around me, they were there for me, not just my staff fish market family, but my customer fish market family. They were all here for me, and they still are. You know, they always are stopping me, how you doing? Do you need anything? Can I help you with something? And that means so much to me. In fact, I think that's probably the thing that I cherish the most is the relationships that I've made with my staff and the customers that come in here. They're not just staff and customers, they're my family.
Family, that's wonderful. Have a family environment. like to tell the people that she's actually being very honest. When I first came here, she treated me like family. It was my very first time. I've always had the food, but I never had the experience. So can you tell them what type of experience? Because I'm saying, do you have like live entertainment, or do you have a DJ? I mean, can you tell them what would they expect when they come out to the establishment?
We used to have live entertainment. Now we have a DJ. Sometimes we have karaoke. I think the main thing that people come here for is the food. It's very good and it's consistently good because I'm the same people in the kitchen I've had here for many years. And my general manager, Albert Perkins, has been with me for 27 years. And he runs that kitchen like a top. I mean,
wow.
He really does a great job back there. I can't say enough about Albert.
Shout out Albert.
And the drinks are great. So you know you're going to get good food, good drinks, great service from my bartenders that most of them have been here over 10 years.
Wow.
And then, you know, the staff that I have here serving the tables are awesome. I have a young man that's 21. He's been waiting tables here since he was 19, but he started off working here as a busboy when he was 14.
Oh.
His mom worked here, and then I got him, but I've known him since he was 7 years old.
Wow.
And this young man can run rings around anybody.
Wow.
That's for you, take one.
Wow. That is
He's
wonderful.
awesome.
See, she's raising them up in the business to get on their journeys to be successful. So, speaking of the food, are these dishes something that come down or passed down through your family, or there's something that the chef creates himself? Because I've always heard about it, and I tasted the food. The food's delicious, you know, and that's being honest. So, can you tell us where do your dishes come from? How are you created?
A lot of them started in the fish market in Old Town Alexandria, created by my father-in-law, the chef over there. But some of them, my husband also had a place called the Alamo in Old Town Alexandria that was a Southwestern restaurant and had seafood prepared a Southwestern way. So he's brought some of those dishes here. So it's kind of a little bit of everything. But Rick was very, very creative in the kitchen. You know, one of the things that I married him for was his ability to cook and maybe great food.
Shouts out for the guys.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of his selling points for me, was that he really knew what he was doing, but also he was creative in this business as far as the music goes, as far as the bar goes, as far as the food goes, just everything. But so we have a lot of things that have been passed down over the years. You know, the pastas and things like that. But then there's some that Rick brought a whole new flavor for just for here, over in this area. So I think it's been fun to watch how that's grown over the years and things that have come about.
That is so wonderful. So today, you know, like I said, you're in the driver's seat of the car. You know what I'm saying? So how special is it for you as a woman in a crowded industry that's dominated by the males? So can you tell one of the young ladies or young men about that?
Absolutely. I think for me, throughout my whole life, like I said, I had teachers tell me about the 5-year plan.
Right.
And I think that is so important when you're setting some goals for yourself. And I tried to impart that to the other people that work for me here. Just had a conversation with a gentleman yesterday that works for me, and he's 31. And he's kind of floundering a little bit, and I said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you want for yourself? Do you want to be able to drive a nice car? Do you want to own a house? If you want to own a house, what are you going to do to get to that goal? How much money do you think that you need to save over time to get to that? And I think that that's really an important thing to tell every young person out there, whether you're in high school or even college. Set a 5-year plan goal for yourself. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be out here running the streets with these yahoos out here that don't care about anything? Is that where you want to be? Do you want to have finished your education, whether it be in a college academic education, or do you want to get a skill set that's going to be through, your whole entire life? Do you want to do HVAC? Do you want to have your own business? Do you want to be an electrician? Do you want to? There are so many skills out there that we don't have in this whole United States that we need now, because we all focused on college education, and maybe that's not for everybody, and it doesn't have to be for everybody, but you do have to set goals for yourself. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Well, when you get to that 5-year goal and you've reached that goal, okay, set another 5-year goal. Now where do I want to go? And do you want to get your master's? Do you want to get your PhD? Do you want to become a captain so that you can go help on cruise ships? I mean, there's so many things that you can do in this world, but you have to set those goals for yourself, and they change a lot. I never thought for a minute 50 years ago that I would be the owner of a restaurant. That was never in my plan. But things change, and you have to change your goals, and you have to change your plans over time. So you have to be prepared for that too. Things happen in your life that you didn't expect, and so okay, now I gotta stop. I gotta think about where I'm gonna go from here. And so that's where your counselors, your teachers at school, your pastors at church, your parents, those people that influence your life, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunts and uncles. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It really does. You need to listen to them. Understand that you can learn from whatever mistakes that they made and whatever wisdom that they have to share with you, because they do have wisdom, and you need to listen to them. And they can help you in your travels as you're going on through life and help you reach those goals you want to have. But you've got to share those goals that you have with your counselor at school, so that they can help you decide which direction to go to as far as college. Do I want to go to Job Corps? Do I need to get out of my current situation that I'm in? Do I need to figure out how to do that? Is there a problem with the place that I'm living? Are my parents struggling? Can they help me? If they can't, how am I going to help myself? Those are all things that everybody in your life that has influence over you can have answers to, and you need to listen to them.
That's wonderful. As you heard, this is a family-oriented establishment. Come down and support everybody. This is a great place to come. Again, we thank Sherry G for spending her time with us. So if you're just coming in the building and you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe, the like and share. The rest of the family, hit the like for us so we can run up the algorithm. Also, Sherry, could you tell the youth something inspiring for them that they could take a long way with them, on their journey that might help them?
Don't ever give up. Don't ever say you can't. Always say you can, because you can do anything that you really, really want to do. You can do anything that you set your mind to. And don't forget that there's always people in the community and in your life that can help you with that. You just have to want to do it.
Wow, I couldn't have said it better. So Sherry, could you do us a favor? Can you tell the people around the world how they can reach you social media wise? Do you have a page or anything that lists the fish market?
I do. I have a fish market. We have a Facebook page, Fish Market Restaurant of Clinton, Maryland. You can also reach me through my Gmail account, and that's Sherry, SHERRY Giovannoni, GIOVANNONI @gmail.com. We are located at 7611 Old Branch Avenue, Clinton, Maryland, 20735. And our phone number here is 301-599-7900. And I thank you so much, Daryl, for having me on today.
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank y'all, and we want y'all to come on out and enjoy this beautiful establishment. We have Sherry G. She took the time out of her day to help empower the youth. She could have been doing many other things in her life. She took this time out, and we appreciate that. We appreciate everything she's done for us and all of the members who come before, who are trying to empower the youth. And it can also empower the adults too. We love y'all. Until next time, Taco Montana TV, we out of here.
Thank you.
Oh.